all gravity, any day above ground, live it. That's what I'm talking about. Family, we are in the throes of the election cycle. It's a beautiful thing because everybody's coming outside now. Everybody's coming through. And you want to be the ones whose voice you are listening to. And they'll tell you things from their perspective, which is fine. But you better ask them to show you proof. You want everything. So today I said, you know what? To add to the playlist of the 2024 election, I said, let's dive into the stories that people are loving to tell you when you should be listening to the stories that will make you a better informed voter. 225 girl, hello. So we're going to start. I'll let you know what kind of story it is before I show it to you. So, I wasn't going to address this, but I figured let me just get it out the way because this is going to dominate for at least another week. I don't even need to put it on the screen. This brick lady thing, this has been dominating for the last week. Everybody got their opinions. Everybody got, their say so on this. And I'm saying to myself, I don't want to hear none of this. I don't care. Either she got hit in the face with a brick or she had allergic reaction. I don't care. You're being distracted, family. That sounds like a personal problem with this female, and I could care less. What you should be concerned with, family, is what I'm about to show you. Certain report came out here today, family. Oh, yes, it did. But before I also do that, actually, I'll wait till the end. Family, the Consumer Price Index report came out today. And it signals that there might be another rate hike on the horizon, preferably before the end of this year, if they can help it. Now, the current rate is at 5.5, so that would jump up another 0.25 points to 5.75. They may even get drastic and go up to 6. If they go to 6, we're really in trouble. So it says an August CPI signals another 2023 interest rate hike is possible. Possible. Why does this white man look like Richard Gere? But that's Jerome Powell. That's chairman of the Fed. Consumer price index inflation for the 12 months ending in August 2023 accelerated to 3.7%, an increase driven primarily by rising energy costs and related services. However, the Federal Reserve prefers to strip out food and energy costs. They always do this with the CPI because they know it's going to be a lot higher if they add those into there. With this metric, inflation declined to 4.3%, continuing the disinflation trend in this version of the series since March 2023. That's still well above the Fed's 2% annual inflation target. The monthly inflation rate for August 2023 was 0.06% for headline inflation and 0.3% when stripping out food and energy. The Fed will take some encouragement from some underlying trends in the CPI report, such as continued disinflation and shelter costs. Right. That said, the Fed may still be tempted to consider a further 2023 interest rate hike, perhaps in November, to bring inflation down to its 2% goal faster. Another CPI report is scheduled for October 12th, a few weeks before the Fed makes any decision at its November 1st meeting. The Fed's upcoming September 20 decision is largely expected to hold rates steady, both according to recent statements from Fed officials and the implicit forecast of interest rate futures. Bastards. Now, I'm sure y'all have noticed that your gas prices have gone up. I'm sure y'all have noticed this. Iron Will, hello. Hurricane IQ, hello. Higher energy costs accounts for the headline inflation numbers accelerating as energy commodities rose more than 10% for the month of August. This trend likely prompted the increase. No, I'm not donating to the damn ADL. This trend likely prompted the increase in prices for energy intensive categories such as transportation services and airline fares too. It remains to be seen whether this trend continues for the full month of September. For now, energy costs are generally rising in September as well, though we're not yet halfway through the month, so price trends could change. Home price disinflation. Shelter costs continue to increase in the August CPI data, but at a slower rate than before. This will offer some comfort to the Fed. Still, this trend is largely expected based on past home price moves. Shelter costs are particularly important in CPI given the large weighting applied to this category. If this trend continues, it may help pull inflation lower. However, shelter costs typically track home prices with a lag. Here, the Fed has expressed concerns that home prices, despite declining in late 2022 and early 2023, have rebounded in aggregate since the spring. So sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm pissed off. So this favorable trend that's helping bring down core inflation may not last. Overall data on service prices in the August CPI numbers will give the Fed some concerns. Many categories are volatile month to month, but both medical and transportation services did increase in price compared to recent months. The Fed is monitoring this category closely, and this recent month of data didn't show much disinflation, even though prior months were more encouraging. Upcoming Fed meetings. The Fed has largely ruled out a rate increase at its next decision on September 20th, but an interest rate hike on November 1st remains under consideration, with the bond markets assessing the chance at almost 40%. The August CPI figures suggest inflation will continue to take some time to return to the Fed's 2% target. It remains to be seen how much patience the Fed has for that. Now, the Fed may have to weigh the risk from a potentially weakening jobs market against its inflation fight, which could further complicate its decision. So, family, I like this last paragraph when I read this earlier. Now, the Fed may have to weigh the risk from a potentially weakening jobs market against its inflation fight, which could further complicate its decision. So, remember how Biden was running around saying that there's all these jobs here? They created all these jobs. We had the lowest black unemployment in history, lying bastard. Yet we saw a report that said that most of the unemployed were black people. And now we have this. They're even signaling a weaker job market. Yeah. But they stay be lying, family. They lying. They love to lie to us. That's a story you need to use your mind on, not your heart. If you do go to the polls, remember this. Him let these home prices get crazy. Him let these rent properties charge whatever the hell they want. Him let not one, two trucking companies go under, which is going to drastically change the price of doing business, of transporting goods across country, including gas. Next, They want to tell you that Russia and Ukraine is a problem. Again, I said this last year, I'll say it again. This is a white supremacist temper tantrum between two countries. Let them have it. As long as they don't touch Chernobyl or open it up, I could care less what they're doing. I could care less. But I'm going to show y'all something because this is what the emotional voter is going to talk about. See, the first story was something that you remember with your brain. You mothers, leave me alone, you bastards. This is what the emotional voter is going to start putting on. Oh, command me. She's going to be a point of contention for 2024, especially if Trump is the nominee. And there are internal rumblings that Kristi Noem is creeping up the ladder to being the front runner. I remember what I said last year, family, that if he wants any shot to win, that's his best option. But yes, a new book has come out, and they're saying Kamala Harris, even if she ran as a presidential candidate, cannot win. And there's even talk of she can't even help Joe Biden resecure the presidency based on her job performance. So it says Kamala Harris can't win. Franklin Forward's book brings more critiques that experts say aren't always fair. Now, which experts are they talking about? We'll find out. She's not well spoken. They just jumped out the they just jumped out the window on her, didn't they, family? They said this command me. She's not well spoken. But ain't no white supremacy, right? That's what they told us. This is what they told us. There's no white supremacy. I think this lets you know that she's not part of the structure. She's just someone that is along for the ride. And I like it because the coons always get broken. But let's continue. She's not well spoken, headlines read. She has yet to meaningfully prove herself in her role as vice president, Democrat colleagues say. Woo! Let's go. And recently, a new book providing a behind the scenes look at President Joe Biden's administration described the VP as highly sensitive, unable to achieve anything substantive, impossibly overprepared, and underutilized by her own boss. Underutilized. She had one job and one initiative. That's all she had to focus on. She's gallivanting around the damn country and the damn world, dropping off money and refusing to go talk to black folks who were mourning the death of their family members and people of the community. But she was down there with Ivaldi a week later with flowers in the hand. She can't go to the border, but she can go to Ghana and drop off $193 million. She can run through airports with collard greens, but she can't run to make sure her initiative of black maternal mortality rates drop. Can't do that, huh? And then y'all wonder why they are attacking her. Boy, y'all better cry me a river that will flood Africa.
I'm going to fight all these urges, my brother.
I'm going to try not to be xenophobic too much here. She let the criticism guide her. Franklin Ford were in The Last Politician. Experts who spoke to Insider painted a different picture of the first black and South Asian woman VP. She's not black. She's caught between multiple roles with an inability to set her own agenda while battling scrutiny steeped in misogyny and racism. Here we go. There we go. There we go. There's a family. There is the excuse that they're going to use. She's black. You're just going to start hearing this more and more as we get closer to the election. She never had a chance in the White House. It was a White House. Joe Biden didn't create the inclusive administration that he lauded over when he won the presidency.
But you get on the floor for this clown. He's a bum. He's trash. And you know it. And every time you bring him up, I'm going to let the world know exactly what he is.
But you know what? I mean, hey, y'all can go up there and say that old Kamame is being discriminated against. And yeah, we collectively say this.
Who cares?
She decided to take the job. She accepted it while she was jogging. Yeah, she can jog to the unemployment line. Julia Azari, a professor of political science at Marquette University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, told Insider that Harris is caught in the tension between being a diligent vice president behind the scenes, being the public spokesman for the Biden administration's agenda, which she don't even come outside. Y'all having Joe outside talking. So yeah, she's not that much of a spokesperson. Fostering the trust of women of color to help advance the goals of the administration and carving her political identity, perhaps in the hopes of advancing her own career. Julia, let me explain something to you, madam. Kamami is damn near 60. Maybe you didn't know this. She's no spring chicken. She is damn near 60. Okay? Think she turned 59 this year. Her political career is over. Then as a DA, then as Attorney General, then as a senator, and now she's vice president. That's a hell of a career. She has done nothing meaningful except lock black people up. She's done nothing meaningful except let Oscar Grant's killers go home with their full pension. She's done nothing meaningful in her career except be photographed with downtown Willie Brown going into his 60th birthday party while his wife was milling around. Kamala Harris has done nothing that well in her career except date Montel Williams. All you Kamami riders, all you Kamala jockeys, come here and tell me what she's done significant for black people. Hell, I won't even say black people. Tell me what she's done significant for California. I'll wait. I'll wait. That's for California. You Kamala jockeys who want to run around here and try to say that she's sister girl. Tell me what she did as a senator. That is significant. Tell me something that she did significantly as vice president. That's positive. That is move the country forward. Please tell me. I'd like to know this. They couldn't even put a picture of Kamami. They put a picture of this white woman. I know it's an ad, but still. This is a bad picture of Kamami. They had to slip this ad in there. This is white supremacy, by the way. And sometimes these goals are in opposition. Part of the reason Harris takes on so many tough issues stems from the approach Walter Mondale used when serving alongside then President Jimmy Carter in the 70s. Azari observed in an essay for Politico. Mondale expanded the role of the vice president, become a de facto advisor to the president, and execute their agenda. Now, months ago, I said this on Twitter, and I got yelled down by a bunch of people who don't understand how the vice presidency works. They were trying to tell me that she's limited in her powers. I'm like, are y'all dumb? The vice president is literally the leader on foreign policy. Maybe y'all need to go do some research, study U.S. history, study civics. The vice president literally is the deal maker. The president just comes in to sweeten the deal. You think the two presidents are on the phone conducting deals? Hell no. It's the vice president. It's their team that's doing all the deals. They think the vice president is just there, or if the president don't wake up one day, they're running to come. Oh, the president's sick. Yeah, Kamami's running the country. Okay, yeah. Do you think she's collecting a paycheck, not working, and she's just there waiting for Biden to say something? God damn it, I said his name.
Insult to my existence.
And mean to family. Damn it. They really don't know. And this is the voters that are gonna go in them polls and vote either way. Well, mostly to the D. But they can't do 10 minutes of research and realize what they're voting for. All right. Ooh, what is this? Harris Faulkner, you coon. What did you say? What is this? Where is this?
Congressman of Utah and a Fox News contributor. Look, Jason, the point isn't the zip code of where he marks it. It's the fact that Ground Zero, Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and the Pentagon, those sites are unlike anything else in American history in terms of national security. You think the commander-in-chief could be at one of those sites?
It's just not a priority for him. And he's exemplifying that. I tend to believe that if the president really wanted to be there, we give him every asset in the world in Air Force One and all the military that he needs. If he wanted to be there, he could have made it. He's going to miss it by a few hours. You think that was a mistake? They plan these trips sometimes months in advance. On the other hand, I got to tell you, Harris, I'm inspired by ordinary Americans who do extraordinary things. And I think it's about the victims and the families. Joe Biden at this point is not inspiring to a lot of people. He's a distraction. And he does. He makes it about himself. He tells.
Well, remember when black people said this and you said we were crazy? Remember when we were playing all these videos through 2019 and 2020 showing Joe Biden's racism and hypocrisy? And y'all kept telling us what? Anybody but Trump? Yeah. You get what you get. We just sitting back like
we need to stay away from these niggas.
And we set ourselves up to make sure that we could protect ourselves, because when the thing hits the fan, we are not going to get dumped with the shit. But yeah, y'all said, who cares? Trump gonna be gone. Biden gonna do everything for us. Biden gonna do the student loan thing. Boy, when I show y'all this next story, family, send that to your people, please. I'm finna get back to Harris Faulkner the coon.
Tells stupid stories, and I don't trust him to actually honor what America is feeling. And it's sad that we're at that point. But he's a gaffe machine, and maybe it's just better that he's not there.
Well, look, the machine will be speaking later today when he finally lands. And you're right. I mean, we asked KJP in the White House, Karine Jean-Pierre, about this last Thursday. So clearly they could have put together a different flight plan by a few hours. And they have to refuel on his way back. So I totally get it. But come on. So you mentioned families. I do want to share this. The Travis Manion Foundation, which helps our nation's veterans to keep the 9/11 promise that was made, we will never forget, reached out today and just, didn't mention Biden by name or anything, just wanting to remind everybody that we can't forget what was so important. I sat with her, in fact, a few years ago, 4 years ago, in the George W. Bush, Presidential Library, and she told me about this foundation and about what it feels like to be a family member and not be forgotten. I can only imagine from what I'm reading and what I'm hearing from other families, this president is in danger of something that's going to break.
Yeah, our hearts and prayers. I remember when 9/11 happened. I think we all do. I hope we all do. I was far away from that site, but the families and the strength they went through, the United States, the way we came behind. I remember our little kids. We had little kids who didn't understand what was going on. We made macaroni necklaces and sent them to a fire department in New York City. It was a great moment. We were all coming together. And yet this president is oblivious to all that. To be on Air Force One while
He sound like he about to cry, but family, this was the same man who said he was down there the day after. Yet there's videos of him on the Senate floor. So how the hell did you do both, sir? Oops.
all this is happening, he didn't have to do that. It was a choice, and he made the wrong choice yet again.
And we love our troops up in Alaska. We support them too. But as you just said, he made a choice today. By the way, his choice included sending Kamala Harris, the vice president, to ground zero. She did that today. The vice president, though, has been asked recently if she's prepared to serve as president if Biden was to be too old to run again or any other number of reasons. Here she is.
Say Joe Biden is too old to run again. Are you prepared to be commander in chief?
Yes, I am, if necessary. But Joe Biden is going to be fine. We will win re-election. There is too much at stake, and the American people know it.
Ma'am, it's either you or Kevin McCarthy, and we're screwed either way. I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna fight all these urges, my brother.
I wanted to say something, but I'm gonna be quiet.
It's so interesting, Jason, because in recent days she has said unequivocally, yes, yes, yes. Your take on it?
I'm glad the vice president was at the memorial. Why not? Political leaders should be there. Mayor Adams was there. The vice president was there. That was a good thing.
He's the mayor of the city. Y'all would have been destroying him if he didn't show up. And he's a cop.
Does it scare a lot of Americans that Kamala Harris would be the commander in chief? I personally, look, I'm a Republican. I make no bones about it. I think she's fully underprepared to be the next vice president. And I think the majority of Americans know that. She hasn't accomplished anything in the years that she's been in office. But, I'm glad that she was at today's event. It's not about these political leaders. They should be there. It's about the families and remembering the attack that happened on this nation. And by the way, the attack that happened in Benghazi as well, when we lost 4 Americans on 9/11 as well.
All right. So they're already saying that oh, Kamami ain't she ain't ready. She ain't got it. She ain't got it. But yes, family. We're talking about the voting, not with your heart, but with your head. They're trying to distract us. Oh, people ain't going to go for reparations. Okay. It's not their problem. This is between the cousins and the U.S. government. Got nothing to do with you. Stay out of it. We've been telling y'all that for years. Stay out of it. But okay, you want to be involved? Okay, cool. I've got something to involve you guys in. When y'all go into them polls, if you do, I want you to remember this.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Your man sold out, Mr. Student Loan Debt. I'm going to take away 50, then drop to 20, and then maybe I'll do you 10. sold you out to keep the government going. Yes, he did. I want you to make sure you take this with you into those voting booths. This was back in June. Biden signs debt ceiling bill. What it means for your student loans. Borrowers will find themselves having to pay back their loans very soon. How soon? How about this month? How about this month? Oh my God. Hello. Hello. Some people had to start paying this month. Hello. Because y'all don't listen. We told you not to vote for that man. He was not going to come through with this. But y'all didn't want to listen to us. Okay.
Oh my God, bro. We gonna keep this? Nigga.
Student loan repayments start October 1st. Ask experts your questions. Oh, yeah. Of course, they have to have a black woman answer these questions. Of course. Now they're going to blame the Supreme Court and the Republicans. No, you need to blame. I'm going to get to this because Plies, I'm going to curse him out. Yes. Family. Let me explain something to you. The man sold you out. Yes, he did. To keep the government and white supremacy going, he had to sell you out. Because he knew damn well, as a lawyer, and I want y'all to hear me and tell this to your people. As a lawyer, he knew trying to foist this off without congressional approval and without putting in safeguards that the Supreme Court could not be able to rule on it. He set y'all up to take the vote, get him in office, and then renege on it. But the funny thing about this is, family, this man was told before he even became president, we're not going for this. Who said that to him? The banks. They said, we're not doing this. You know, they called him when he said, I'm going to get rid of $50,000 worth of debt. They looked at that debt amount, $1.75 trillion, and said, if you think we're going to wipe this off our books and get rid of all that potential interest money that we can be racking up, you're out of your mind. So that's why he dropped it down to 20. And they called him back again and said, did you not hear what we just said yesterday? No. So he's trying to do 10. Then he switched it around and said, oh, if it's people that got federal loans and you've been paying for 20 or 25 years, yeah, I'll knock that off. Family, did you know that the average student loan income debt amount is about $55,000 per borrower? That's average. Almost $55,000. So even if he was allowed to do the 50, how does that help in a weakening job market, inflation going up? So let's just say everybody had $50,000 worth of debt. You knock that off. Everybody's still carrying around $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 worth of debt. What is that going to do? You still got to pay it back, and you still have no way of paying it back. It just goes back up again. You think he's going to be able to do it a second time? Hell no. But you goofy emotional voters sat out here and said, quote, this is why I'm voting for Biden. This is the only reason. He said he was going to get rid of my student loan debt. And not now one of y'all asked him how he was going to pull that off. Not a one. And then when we ask you, how is he going to do this? What did y'all tell us? Anybody but Trump. All right. Well, Trump's gone. And now we're looking at you. You can't hide behind Trump no more. Oh, it's the Republicans. Republicans got nothing to do with this. He passed Congress to do this. Who's next? No, the Supreme Court. Okay, the Supreme Court said this is unconstitutional. See, they don't want Americans to be happy. No, because they understand that economically the system cannot sustain losing $1.7 trillion without tangible resources in it. This is not bankruptcy, which is why they put the safeguard in place that you can't file for bankruptcy to pay off student loans. The system would crash. Wouldn't help you. Fine, you're out of debt. You can't work. You can't eat. So what? Of course. Yes, 225 girl. Yes. $2,000 a month. And y'all listen to him. He only gave you $600. Yeah. Took away the child tax credit. I mean, I could run down this man's resume of the lies he told and the reneging he did. But y'all don't want to hear that because you think you know everything. Well, unfortunately, we have an avatar who thought he knew everything. Again, shout out to Ice Cube. At least he tried. You know, he was moving kind of funny. At least he tried. And you notice he hasn't said anything about politics in a while. I mean, granted, you got the big three now. Big three is over, so kind of want to. He's got to try to figure out his next move. But you rappers, Ice Cube is excluded from this. This is excluding this because we already know how you move out here in these political circles. I still need you to come down to New Black Media. Come talk to me. Come talk to others. We're going to get you right. But the rest of you rappers, instead of, especially you, I'm sorry, FBA, but I'm going to have to get at y'all a little bit. Not the whole group, but these rappers, these FBA rappers. I don't know if Plies is FBA. I think he is. But y'all are in the worst era of hip hop. Instead of worrying about politics that you know nothing about, I'm going to need y'all to go get hip hop right before you talk about politics. I'm going to need that done. That's just humbling. I'm finna tell him this right now before I get into this tweet. So we're gonna say, instead of worrying about Kamami, matter of fact, you know what we're gonna do? Just to piss him off all the way, we finna quote tweet it. Because I dare him to say something. Instead of worrying about Kamami and her horrible job performance, spend your energy getting hip hop corrected with a balance on lyricism and showmanship like you used to do. We'll say it like that. because I saw this tweet by Plies, and Plies, yeah, you may have went to college, sir, but you know nothing about what's going on out here in the streets. I'm sorry. You got a problem with what I said. I said it. I'm free anytime. You could come cuss me out, or we could do it face to face. I really don't care at this point, because tweets like this is dangerous. This is dangerous. You said, "Dear America, can you explain why you hate Kamala Harris so much?" I don't want to hear anything about anything from her previous job / careers. What make you not like her as a VP? Don't forget she's a VP and not the president of the United States. This isn't her White House. Let's discuss. Sir, you're a goof. My man, Mr. Daddy, had it right. You're a goofball. You've watched her operate for years, and you're really about to sit up here and tell me that you don't know why people don't like her? Sir, number one, she had an initiative to help Black female maternity mortality rates. What has she done to advance that in 3 years? Hasn't done a thing. I got a Black woman and a Black man who just lost their kid, whose kid's head was decapitated. And now they have to go file another damn lawsuit because the damn pathologist who was doing the autopsy decided to put the videos online. Where's your statement on that? No, you out there coon dancing for hip hop 50th birthday. That's what you're doing. With your Razor Ramon fit on. That's what you're doing. That's why we don't like her. That's one reason. Number two, her alma mater, Howard University, had mold, rats, rodents, creatures, roaches. Kids were sleeping on the lawn. Plies. She didn't lift a finger. She didn't even say, "Hey, this is unacceptable. We can't have this. This is not tolerated. I'm going down there tomorrow." She's literally 10 minutes away from Howard. So she doesn't give a damn about her alma mater unless it's time to show out. Number three. Fine, you don't want me to go to the past? We'll stay in the present, sir. She decided as vice president that her main focus is to stop Africa, 2 African countries, from implementing laws in their borders. Even tried to bribe one of them with almost $200 million in funding, which could have been used over here. And what ended up happening, family, they said, "Thank you for the $193 million, old Kamami, and we're still going to push our bill forward." Uganda told you to piss off. We're going to do what we do. Oh, fine. Plies, we'll continue. Since you know nothing about politics, sir, she's in charge of foreign policy. The border is still a mess. She's in charge of foreign policy. BRICS is getting stronger every day. Not a peep. Not a peep. But she could sit on interviews saying that she's ready to be president. Right. She has less job responsibilities, and she can't even control her own staff. Her staff is leaking things all over the place. Her staff is leaving. The VP arguably does more than the president does on a daily basis. She's putting out the fires. The president is just making sure that the people don't see the smoke. But again, you should know this. You're an educated Black man. You should know this, sir. Matter of fact, what am I doing? I screwed up, family. I forgot to do something. Hey, Plies, I'm cooking you right now. over this trash tweet on my YouTube channel. 'Cause I don't run from no smoke. You're welcome to say a rebuttal within the next 15 minutes. I'm not staying on here long. Plies. Y'all love talking and don't research the people that you supposedly like. Thank you. She said, you're not going to do something that's only going to benefit black people, but she's been doing things to benefit other groups. Like her people. Yeah, the AAPI got a whole hate crime bill on the books. Where's black Americans? Huh? Where's theirs? Huh? Forgot about that. Look at this. Somebody put out the receipts, and here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Saying that they're wrong. Here they come. Here they come. Ply's trying to get some of that $25 million, family, that they're shelling out. Sir, stick to making music. Unless you really, really go down these political rabbit holes so we can actually have conversations. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Stick to those motivational Instagram videos that you do. Oh, I'm not even, man. Hey, Plies. I didn't even want to mention that. Hey, Plies, what did you say about HBCU, sir? You say fund them? Oh, what is this? Oh, so you put up Diddy giving, what did he give? $1 million to HBCU. Okay. That's impressive. That's impressive. Oh, look at this. This is what I don't understand about my people who argue with each other for a whole week about BCU and its conditions, HBCU's problems, how they mistreated a coach, etc. But we'll sit back and we'll say a word about Ron DeSantis publicly trying to eliminate Black history in schools. You're from Florida, so you should have been on the front lines talking about this. You tweeting too much. You in Florida, sir. You from Florida. You should be down there at his residence right now trying to figure out why he's so anti-black, and you should be putting that on your Instagram. You so worried about them damn HBCUs. I didn't see you helping them Howard kids out. I didn't see this. Maybe I missed it. I didn't see it. I didn't see you there trying to advocate for the ones that got closed. I didn't see this. I didn't see you publicly calling out Command Me. Why are you not helping Howard University bring awareness to the fact that the kids were intense when they're paying thousands of dollars per semester to learn something to be the future? And at an HBCU, you think that would have been tolerated at a PWI? No. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I mean. These are the type of tweets, family. These are the type of tweets. These are the type of tweets. This fool said we don't like her because we can't date her. Who wants to date her? Who wants to date her? This has nothing to do with the fact of her attractiveness. We are looking at the resume. Or like Sister Teslin said, we're reading the book, but we don't have to like what's on the page. Sir, you know nothing about what's going on out here. Instead of you educating yourself, here you are writing goofy tweets. This tweet is goofy. You woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning and thought this. Sir, we've been on her helmet since Oscar Grant. That was almost 2 decades ago. No, I'm way too far. Sorry. That's almost 15 years ago. $15. But that just bypassed y'all, right? That just bypassed it. All right. All right. You right. You right. We just don't like her because we try to smash. All right. You probably went to the VMAs and was sitting there like a seal, just clapping for Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, right? Shaking their butt on stage. That's what you was doing. You watch the news and you see people getting at her for her lack of leadership, and you think it's because you trying to ask. You don't do no research. You're trying to ask why we don't like her. Then you say, "Oh, it's not her White House." Oh, so let me get this right. So if she was President Harris and she still didn't do this, then what? Would your sentiments have changed? Probably not. You probably say that we hating on her because she's a black woman in power. Well, Plies, since again, you're not going to, I know you're not going to show up here. I know this for a fact. So in honor of, somebody addressing this tweet to you and let me be aware of it and me being able to express my thoughts on here, for you and Command Me, I got something special for you.
Now get out there. Two of you are fucking up a nice day.
No, he got his piece of the 25 million Iron Will. He did. And you know what? Yeah. All them people that back in the day on Instagram used to say he was a goofball. Now I understand why they said it. I never paid attention to it. You're a goofball, sir. Man. Malcolm was right. We got too many entertainers talking. Way too many. David Banner is more of a political intellectual than most of these rappers. And even he don't come outside every day and say something. He knows when to pick his battles. But okay. Gotcha, Plies. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. But before I go, family, last story. I love telling y'all about brics. Yeah. Made some moves. I bet y'all, but y'all's Command Me won't tell you that. Y'all's Joe Biden won't tell you that. Damn it, I said his name again.
Insult to my existence.
Y'all just don't listen, boy. I tell y'all, they going after Guyana. Y'all ain't want to hear me. Okay. Now they going now look at this here, family. They have the G20 coming up, and India is supposed to be they want to get the whole world told. Do you understand that them allowing these 6 countries in, not only did they secure, hopefully for themselves, large quantities of crude oil. But in the case with Argentina, they have gold and silver to back their currency. Oh, I also forgot. Biden just released some terrorists and gave Iran $6 billion. Oh, yes.
Yo, fuck nuts.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Yep. Gave him $6 billion and some more terrorists. So let's see. Since Biden's been in office, he done let Victor Boat go home. And now he done let Iranian terrorists free and gave them money. But we have migrant crises all around the country. And they're about to come to a head in 2024 because that certain group ain't gonna like you dropping them off in their goddamn neighborhoods. They about to click up and they about to get their MAGA on.
No medicine, there be no mayonnaise. No medicine, there be no mayonnaise. No medicine, there be no mayonnaise. No medicine, there be no mayonnaise.
Ample energy endowments. Ample. Hey, family, remember last year during the midterms, the scumbag in chief decided to try to game the crude oil price. The Saudis called him out on it. You don't think they're still upset over that? I know it's almost a year later. You don't think they're still upset? Look at this. Saudi Arabia's inclusion doesn't just solidify an already extensive economic relationship as China's largest oil supplier, providing China with a massive 1.9 million barrels per day in August 2023, but also solidifies China's increasing leverage over Saudi Arabia following its brokering of the Riyadh-Tehran détente, in which PRC outmaneuvered the United States. That is another reason why we don't like Khamenei plies. The VP is in charge of foreign policy. She got outmaneuvered by the Chinese. Oops. She watched Biden shut down Nord Stream 2, putting thousands of people out of work and making us no longer energy independent. Yeah. And when we had $2 under Trump, we are around $3. Down here, it's $3.59. Some places it's $3.39. Other places like New York, it's $4. California, we already know is crazy. But yeah, you're right. You're right. We have no reason not to like Khamenei. You're right. Boy, if you don't go sit down somewhere. $5.50. Have fun with that. $5.50. Yes. We don't negotiate with terrorists. That's what they said, right? Oh no, Biden said, I don't remember ever hearing that. So yeah, take the $6 billion and your people. Go ahead. Yeah, 6 billion. 6 billion. And what did Tehran say? We're going to put it wherever we need, including their weapons program that they're not supposed to have. Ooh, but again, hey, he released 6. And what did Tehran do, family? What did they do? Huh?
This is way over the edge. Like we it's not even over the edge. We died already.
This is beyond the event horizon. Like we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah, we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Biden. Hey, Corinne. Command me. Why we not hearing nothing about this? Why I had to go look for this? Hmm. 5 U.S. citizens detained in Iran are in full health. Of course. Here we go. As part of the prisoner swap deal first made public on August 10th, the United States has agreed to a transfer of $6 billion in Iranian funds from South Korean to Qatari accounts where they can be spent only on humanitarian goods. Mm-hmm. United States said will have oversight on how and when the funds will be spent. Mm-hmm. Okay. And what happens if they use it for something else? What are you gonna do? You're gonna go to war? Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. They want to tell you that you should be the smartest person in the room. They tell you that we don't know nothing. They tell us that we're woke. That we just be saying things. We're just crazy. We just want to be emotional. Damn it. Every time we do that, what happens? We are shown to be right. Two wings of the same bird. They want us to care about Sukihana. I'm worried about the price of gas. I could care less. If you do go to the polls, family, please make sure you go over this playlist. If your people are going, send it to them. Do me a favor. Send it to them through a text message. It's the easiest way that they'll see it. But before I go, announcement time. Announcement time.
It's a round. It's a rap for you round. And a rap for your round. I'll let a round rap around every rap around till it's rap around. This rap around. I'll rap around a round rap. I'll let a round rap around round. How you gonna get around that?
As you see on the screen, family, I have finally created a Discord. Yes, I have finally created a Discord server. I am still setting it up, but it's good to go. We will have fun in here. You can drop video links to things that might interest me. You can talk amongst yourselves, play games, and we're going to have fun. So I put the link and pinned it to the top. So just click that. And yeah, I also have it in the description box as well. So If you miss it here, you can just go there. But yes, we're going to be on Discord now. And link is forever. You don't have to say, damn, the link don't work. We in there. But yes, family, it's time to go. I will be live later. Actually, let me get that link first before I go. If you guys would like to tune in later, I will be talking about some stuff with some people that I know. I'm going to be talking about Math Hoffa. That tether. He went to go see Vlad, and I don't like that. So that's the link to the show later. I'll be over there. If you'd like to come through, and you can chop it up with people in there. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate y'all coming in. Hopefully you gained something out of this. I hope so. If not, I didn't do my job. And thank you, John Guillory, for being a member for 3 months. Again, it's only 99 cents. And it'll help me buy toys for the baby. And also reinvest in the platform. But I fuck with y'all heavy. Take care, stay safe. And y'all know what to do when agents of peace, agents of chaos come to mess up your day.